It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
They love their crab cakes, and they in T-Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins in... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Pretty darn good.
2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And They'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Off the play fake. Starr. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The start of this
on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home.
And the win last week punted 4 times away. Take it at the 37.
A good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Here's 2nd and 9. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Complete to Newsom. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something in that game. But this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw on 2nd down. Starr. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. They hand it off to Portis. Into the secondary past the 40. And for a Baltimore touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign, and 4th over. Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So I'll leave it at 7 now.